Hello and welcome to Oriole Park for the first game in this new Minnesota Twins franchise in MLB The Show 16. It will be the Minnesota Twins versus the Baltimore Orioles. On the mound for the Minnesota Twins will be Phil Hughes, and on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles will be Kevin Gausman. Should be a good game, and the Twins will hit first as Danny Santana, the center fielder, will step into the batter's box. We see his numbers from last year, and not a great year for Danny Santana, as he only had an average of .215 that year, as he takes a slider up in the zone for strike one. Kevin Gausman, of course, going to be pitching aggressively against these Twins, as Danny Santana hits one down in the zone to the shortstop, and he grounds out, as the first batter is retired for the Twins. Now we skip to Eddie Rosario in a 3-2 count. Here is the pitch, and he strikes out looking at a slider. Not a good pitch to lay off of. He could have crushed that one. Now we skip to Brian Dozier on an 0-2 count, as Gausman gets him swinging on a slider out of the zone. Strike three, and that will end the inning. So now Phil Hughes will get his turn to pitch, and up first will be Manny Machado. We see the good numbers there for Manny. .286 average with a decent amount of home runs and RBIs. He had a really good year last year, so containing him in this series will be very important. So 0-1 quickly as Phil Hughes delivers the strike. Now the cutter up in the zone is swung at and fouled off, as will be 0-2 now for Manny Machado. Tries to get him on the outside with a slider, but he takes it. So 1-2 will be the count, as the 12-6 curve is called. We'll get him. Yes! Strike three on the left part of the plate. A good pitch there by Phil Hughes. So, one out, and Adam Jones steps up to the plate. One high in the zone for ball one, the first. He does not get ahead in the count here. So, to the shortstop, he gloves it. Eduardo Escobar there to glove that one. And now, we skip to 1-2 to Mark Trumbo. Can Phil Hughes end it? Yes, he will. The 12-6 curve in the zone gets him looking, and that will be the third out. So Miguel Sano starting for the Twins in the top of the second. Miguel Sano, obviously one of the prestige power hitters, an up-and-coming player, as he hits one down the right field line. This will be an out, so one away quickly here, and it looks like Kevin Gausman has dull pain in the back of his neck, and for precautionary measures, Gausman will have to be removed from the game early, so Wade Miley will have to come in. He's a lefty, number 38, and Trevor Plouffe here in a 1-2 count. Outside part of the plate, he misses, as it is 2-2 now to Trevor Plouffe. Looking for the first hit. He fouls this one off to the right, and it will remain 2-2. A late decision to swing there, but he just protected the plate. So 2-2, Trevor Plouffe strikes out. Two-seam fastball riding in the zone up on the top. So Joe Mauer will come in to face Wade Miley now, as two outs are quickly here in the top of the second inning. Joe nearly gets hit with that one up in the zone. 1-0 to Joe Mauer. Here is the pitch, and Joe swings at it, and he drives it to left, but it's just a routine fly out. So that will end the top of the second. As we go to the bottom half of the inning, Chris Davis, look at those numbers for home runs. 47 home runs. You got to watch out for this guy. He is a prestige power hitter in the league, has made his name known very well to everybody that follows the MLB. So on the outside, it misses. 2-0 quickly for Chris Davis, as he is ahead in the count as he swings at a cutter and misses. 2-1 to Chris Davis. Phil Hughes will deliver, and a slider gets him to swing pretty early. So 2-2 to Chris Davis. There it is, the 12-6 curve on the outside part of the plate, and that will get him to swing and miss. As we skip to, I do not know who is batting actually. It's quickly 1-2 for whoever is. I'll find out later. Here is the 12-6 curve as a call. Will it get him? Yes, it will. Strike three. That ends the inning. So the Twins doing good in the pitching, as we get a shot of the bay there in Baltimore. So now Eduardo Escobar to lead off the third. We have had a very quick-paced game. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but maybe we should get some more hits, as Eduardo Escobar really got under that one and pops it up to straightaway left center, and that will be a routine pop out there. So, one down, Max Kepler steps up to the plate. Max is a new player. He is new to the organization as he swings and misses. Max Kepler, a young talent, and we are looking to mold him into a great player. So 0-1 to Max as he gets plunked by the pitch. Not what he wanted to see, as Wade Miley plunks him, so he skipped to Kurt Suzuki, the catcher, as we are at the bottom half of our lineup. They deliver from Wade Miley inside, and it hits Kurt Suzuki. So 2 on, and a chance to score. Danny Santana up. We could really use his contact right now. We're going to use that to our benefit. So, in the top of the third, looking for our first points, as he takes a two-seamer, running in the inside part of the plate. Strike one to Danny Santana versus Wade Miley. Danny Santana calls for time. And maybe we spot to bunt. Move those runners up. They will. They sacrifice down the left field line. The third baseline, rather, as he is out, but the sacrifice does work. So 1-2 now. Eddie Rosario needs to step it up and deliver, but he doesn't. A slider on the top left part of the plate will end the inning. So Steve Pearce will be up to bat next, as Phil Hughes delivers strike one. That last batter for the Orioles was actually Hyun-Soo Kim. Hyun-Soo is a new player looking for his first hit of his career. So 1-1 to Steve Pearce. He swings and fouls this one off, as it will become 0-2 now. Phil Hughes looking strong through these first 2 innings. Can he do it through the third, as the 12-6 curve misses and does not get him to swing? So here's the slider on the outside, not getting him to swing. Good eye by Steve Pearce there. And he'll have to throw a strike now. In the inside part of the plate, jammed him a bit. He's pretty late, but that's just to protect the plate. So a 12-6 curve gets him looking again. It seems to be getting everybody. As we skip to 0-2 to Matt Wieters, the catcher for the Baltimore Orioles. So after the ball, it's 1-2. And strike 3, the slider. All these breaking balls delivered by Phil Hughes are getting these players pretty easily. So the pitch by Phil Hughes in the bottom half of the plate. He does not get the call there. 1-0. So this one is quickly fouled off. Phil Hughes will deliver the four-seam fastball in the zone. 1-2 to the hitter here. This one popped up to left field. Should be playable for Escobar. He'll get under this one, and he will put this one away. That will end the inning. Phil Hughes looking strong, as we are now into the fourth inning. Laying it off, Brian Dozier. We all know this franchise name. Brian Dozier is a prestige power hitter, contact hitter, you name it. He's also a good defensive player, and just one of the best for the Twins, as the first hit of the season will come off Brian Dozier's single there. So we skip to Trevor Plouffe here in the top of the fourth inning. Twins looking to score with base runner on. Trevor will take this one in the bottom of the zone for a ball. 1-0. Trevor is a third baseman, and if you know in real life, he was traded to the Athletics, but we are playing in MLB The Show 16, mainly for the reason the Twins aren't as good, and I want a bit of a challenge through the series. You may notice that this game is pretty long, the video at least, and that is for the reason that I wanted the first game for everyone to see, to get and know the names of our players as Brian Dozier takes off, and he is safe. So the game will be more condensed in the next episode. We might even include 2. We'll just show the big plays that happen and some good plays by the pitchers. We might have 2 or 3 in the next episode. We're going to be skipping some games too, as this one is a pop-up, and Trevor Plouffe will be out. So now Joe Mauer, we skip to 1-1 in the count. 2 outs, top of the 4th. They made Wade Miley pitch 30 pitches. And Joe will be retired. That is the end of the inning. Twins can't get anything going, so we will skip to Manny Machado here. We are already to the second part of the line. Well, we are already through the lineup once, and we are to the second part. So a cutter is swung on and fouled. This will be 0-2. Looking for the strikeout, Phil Hughes. Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. Nearly clipped the zone. 1-2. Fastball won't get him to chase. So 2-2 to Manny Machado. Slider on the outside won't get him to swing. On deck, Adam Jones. Fouled away. This is a good battle. 3-2 to Manny Machado. He strikes out, and the throw to first. An error by Kurt Suzuki. Cut off by Kepler. Kepler throws it in. He is safe. Unbelievable. I have not seen that before. 2-2 to Adam Jones. That is just crazy how that worked out. As this one is through the gut. Base hit. And now the throw home. Kurt Suzuki can't handle it. Are you kidding me? Kurt Suzuki should be charged with an error there. I don't know if he was or not. Mark Trumbo, the right fielder, will be up. Kurt Suzuki not having a good day, fielding-wise. He already got plunked. Maybe that's part of the issue, but I doubt it. So here's a hot shot to third in the hot corner. He is retired. Runner will move up to second. But remember, there is only 1 out here. So Chris Davis up to bat. Gotta watch out for this guy. He is a really big on the power, and we don't want this lead to get out of hand here, as this one is flew to Max, and he will easily retrieve this one. So now 2-1 to the batter, and this one another routine, almost to the exact same place as Max Kepler gets it, and this inning is over. So we are in the top of the 5th now. Eduardo Escobar back up. Here is the pitch, and it is swung on and fouled off. So 0-1 to Eduardo Escobar. He swings and gets a pretty good cut on this one, chasing it, and the right fielder makes the play. So just good all around there. Fielding, as this one is drawn full. Kurt Suzuki smacks it into left, but it does not have enough on it to get anywhere close to a double or a home run. So Kurt is retired, and that will end the inning. Hyun-Soo Kim up to bat, looking for his first major league hit. Strike 1. Phil Hughes on a roll so far. 60 pitches through the 4 innings now, heading into the 5th, and Hyun-Soo Kim gets his first major league hit. So a good moment for him as he hits it in his own park. So 3-2 to the batter, as chasing this one is Kepler. Kepler can't get there in time, and there will be 2 runners on. Can Phil Hughes work some magic and get out of this with no outs? Matt Wieters is up. They are in the bottom half of their lineup now, so that's a positive. 0-1 to Matt Wieters. There is the slider there. 0-2. Steps off. Phil Hughes checking the runners. Maybe didn't like the pitch. So here it is, and he gets him swinging in the dirt. And Kurt Suzuki just throws it to first. Don't have to worry about making an error there, as if there is a runner on base, and never mind, hold that thought. Runners coming around. 1 to score. They'll make it 2-1. So Phil Hughes in a bit of trouble. This one is flied into right. And now he will charge. They send the runner. Here's the throw by Kepler, spot on. What a play from right field for Max Kepler. So we skip 0-2 to the Twins batter here, Danny Santana. And he strikes out. So not good there. Eddie Rosario, 1-0. as he swings and hits it high and deep. Back and gone. Home run. Eddie Rosario gets the Twins out of the board. That's the first Twins home run of the season, the first Twins run of the season, and maybe gaining a bit of life back into this lineup after a surge of no hits and having to deal with those 2 runs scored by the Baltimore Orioles. So now up to bat, Brian Dozier. Maybe he can get on base. Maybe he can get something started also. In the top of the 6th inning, Wade Miley has thrown 47 pitches. As Brian Dozier gets a good rip on this one, but this one is just a routine fly at the edge of the warning track to the left fielder. So now up to bat, Miguel Sano. It's 1-1 with 2 outs, no men on base. And Miguel gives a pretty good rip to this one, but again, not enough power at the warning track. He makes the catch. An inning is over. A good inning for the Twins, though. We saw some good contact and the home run, especially by Eddie Rosario. So 3-2, as this one is ripped, and that one is gone. A home run for the Orioles. They extend their lead now to 3-1, just as we were thinking. Hey, maybe the Twins can get something started. Mark Trumbo rips it. So now we will head to the bullpen. We'll warm up Ryan Pressly here, in relief to Phil Hughes, if he keeps giving up these home runs, which are not good. So strike 1, Phil Hughes delivers. Here is a pitch, as this one is swung on and hit high and deep. Not bad pitches, but the Orioles are just turning on these. So 4-1 now for the Baltimore Orioles, as Ryan Pressly will be called out of the bullpen in relief. Ryan Pressly, a Rule 5 draft player, he has a lot of power on his fastball. 97 for his first pitch. He has a lot of life on his pitches. An 88-mile-an-hour slider there misses, as it will be 2-0 now. Grounded to Brian Dozier, and he connects with Joe Mauer to make the play at first. They retire Kim, and it will be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. He fouls it off. 0-1. Ryan Pressly delivers the 97 heater. Too late, way too late, as this one is popped in the air and he's tagged out. So that won the inning. Good relief by Ryan Pressly. And you see the summary there, as Brad Brock will be summoned out of the bullpen. And in the bullpen is Darren O'Day. He's got that weird sidearm delivery that always messes me up when I play the Orioles. And they put on Darren O'Day, it just rips me to pieces. Hopefully they do not send him out as Plouffe. Just getting under these. Pops it up. This one will be a routine out. 1 down already, as Joe Mauer will come out. He's got a fly out and a ground out. Combine those, you got a line out. So maybe a bit of more contact would be nice for Joe, as he rips this one into the gap. Extra bases for Joe Mauer. He'll stop right at second, and that will be a double for Joe Mauer. So now a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Let's skip a batter. Max Kepler up. He can be the hero. 2-1. This one is to the second baseman. Pretty easy out there. Twins can't score the run, despite getting that runner in scoring position, as we skip to Ryan Pressly striking out Mal Wieters. So the next game will be Sound. I will show you the results of that in the next episode. And then after that, we will have, this one has popped up, by the way. We will have a more condensed game. We'll probably have maybe 2 or 3, depending on how long they take. Like, 1 might be an extra inning, so maybe we'll only have 1. It just depends. So, they ground out here. As this one is, wow, another error. This one by Brian Dozier. An E4, as luckily the catcher was there. Kurt Suzuki actually did something good this time. As Ryan Pressly keeps going. Double play ball. Well, take that back. Well, they only needed 1 out. So, we are into the 8th inning. Kenny Vargas summoned for Kurt Suzuki, who really has not been having a great day at the plate and behind it. So, here's Darren O'Day. Wait, no. Yeah, Darren O'Day is out and pitching, which is just lovely for me, as I just, love those sidearm pitchers and love hitting off of them. You can see the effects of the sidearm on me. I was way too late on there. It's 1-1 to Kenny Vargas. Here is the delivery, and a sinker gets him swinging. 1-2 to Kenny Vargas. He is a power hitting first baseman. Probably doesn't have the starting spot because of Joe Mauer, and he does not get enough hits. Like so. So Danny Santana up. Michael Gibbons in the bullpen. Hopefully they put him in, because I do not like dealing with this guy. So the first pitch Santana sees, he slaps it to the right to the first baseman, Chris Davis, there to make the play. And that will bring 2 down for Eddie Rosario, quickly down 0-2. Waiting for the pitch to arrive. Can he get something against Darren O'Day? He strikes out on the slider. They cannot. So that will end the inning, and time is running out for our Minnesota Twins. So Ryan Presley still in the game. On 0-2, he gets a swing, and that will be the first out pretty quickly there for Presley. There he gets a sweeping curve for the strikeout. And now the next batter, 1-1. Presley looks to routinely field this one. Jump throw, and he overthrows the first baseman again. Kurt Suzuki did it, now he does it. Unbelievable. Too many errors for the Minnesota Twins. Just crazy. Presley will still be in the game, and now they switch pitchers. I believe, yes. We now have Neil Ramirez in the game, as he will finish this one off. So we had to switch pitchers, but we get it done anyway. So Zach Britton will be in for the Orioles to face Brian Dozier. Dozier, as I said before, just an all-around great player. And a franchise player for the Minnesota Twins. So, the first pitch he sees, he swings and fouls it off to the right. So, 0-1 quickly for Brian Dozier after a pretty late swing there. Here is the pitch. A sinker that he lays off of. 1-1 the count. See if he can get something started. Maybe just tack on another point for the Twins. I would at least give them some confidence going in to next game as he slaps this one foul. 1-2. So the Baltimore Orioles have used up a lot of their bullpen, which could be a factor for next game as Brian Dozier gets called out on a questionable call there on the sinker at the corner. As Miguel Sano slaps this one hard. In the foul range, playable possibly. In behind that little wall, he makes a play. Crazy. Trevor Plouffe will be up the last chance to extend this game for the Minnesota Twins, and things are not looking good for them. So the first pitch he swings at, and it is fair down the line, and the third baseman gets him out. That will end the game. Baltimore Orioles win 4-1. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you tune in on Thursday for the Talk with Tortoise, and any Q&A will be taken from the comment section. Thank you for watching.